Hey people, how's it going? What a win that was then. 2-0 at the Emirates for Liverpool in what was always going to be a very, very difficult FA Cup third round tie. To be drawn against one of the big guns so early is never ideal, particularly because the fixture always takes place this side of January, where there's already plenty of other fixtures going on between different competitions. For us, for example, we just played Newcastle a few days ago. We play Fulham in the League Cup semi-final on Wednesday. So above all, I'm probably really happy that it just wasn't a draw, which would have forced a replay and yet another game added to the calendar. But it's come out from that game a win was exceptional from Liverpool. We really, really had to show resilience, which, to be fair, we've already done quite a few times this season, but even more so in this game. We had to just dig deep. We had a lot of players missing. Salah and Endo have just gone off to their international duty with their respective teams. Szoboszlai was ruled out with injury in our last game. Van Dijk ruled out with illness shortly before this game was due to kick off. So missing those, plus the players already out injured like Robertson, Thiago and more. So it was always going to be difficult. Arsenal were probably favourites for this particular tie coming into this one, despite 2 losses on the bounce for them and just 1 win in 6 before this, now 1 win in 7. They were almost destined to bounce back, and they started the game that way, very, very much on top. First half, they were pretty much all over us. We had a few opportunities on the break, but it was a real back to the wall kind of job, really under the cosh, but we stood firm. We didn't allow them too many big chances. I think Alisson had to make a couple of saves. Odegaard hits the bar for them very, very early on, but outside of that, it was a bit hit and hope from Arsenal at times. They really do seem to lack a proper striker and just someone. It's all the talk at the moment. Will Arsenal sign a striker this month to solve their attacking problem? Once again, just really, really wasteful. And I heard there was supposed to be a strike in their local train stations that got called off. Perhaps Arsenal could go and give them a ring and see if any of those strikers are available for them, because they really, really do need it. But getting back to focusing more on Liverpool, we stepped it up second half. There was a few tweaks and it was really, really much better from the Reds, attacking Arsenal and making it a much more end-to-end game, much more interesting for the neutral, but really a proper cup tie. And I think it got to a phase where you could tell both sides just really did not want that replay. We're going all out. About 75 minutes on the clock as well, we bring on 2 youngsters in Bobby Clark and Connor Bradley, and I thought at that point, yeah, Arsenal might just, show the bit of extra experience they've got on the pitch now and edge it over us. But if anything, we really turned it on even more for those last 15 minutes, took complete control and got 2 brilliantly taken goals. So a big win for the Reds, a big statement as well to go to the Emirates and win. We saw Man City do it in the third round of the FA Cup last season. They, of course, went on to win a treble. We're not in the Champions League, so we can't do that. But it's a big statement to go there and win, particularly when Arsenal came and got a draw at Anfield last month. It really does swing us in a real direction of confidence. And now probably other fans are really going to start upping their estimations of Liverpool. We remain in all 4 competitions. Really strong start to 2024. We've just got to keep going. But performances like these, you really need, away to the big sides especially, just really dig in. You're going to have spells where the crowd are really getting the home side on you, and you've got to get through them, which we did. Again, with a pretty indifferent team. It did look really disjointed in that first half, and it really did look like a team that was missing key leaders and key players, but we found a way. We came out in the second half, changed things around, and fair play to Klopp as well. I have to say, in recent seasons, he's come under criticism from maybe not changing things quick enough, maybe not having a plan B so much, but this season, his subs and his changes of tactics have really been on point. And once again today, he outsmarted Arteta. He really came out second half, and it was like a completely different side we're playing. So fair play to them, and fair play to Liverpool players in particular for the way they stepped up and found a way through a difficult tie. For me, I have to give man of the match to Konate, a fan favourite from that game, not just for his celebrations of the first goal, where I think he grabbed the hat off a fan and threw it into the crowd, but just an absolute wall at the back. Van Dijk missing, Robertson missing, so some key players from our back 5 per se not available. Endo also missing in the CDM role where he's been really good. So Arsenal bombarding our defence for a lot of that first half in particular, but Konate stood firm, especially late in the second half where Trent was getting a bit more exposed by Martinelli. Konate was always there to sweep up the danger, and yeah, it was an absolute mountain of a performance from him. Really good to see him step up, and I hope he can just stay fit, because that has been his main issue in recent years since he's joined us. It's just been keeping himself fit for the long term. So can he stay fit till the end of the season and really be a part of a solid defence? We'll have to see. But yeah, great performance from the Reds. We now have cup action at Anfield on Wednesday at home to Fulham. League Cup semi-final, so a chance to push on for hopefully a first trophy of the season. So attention will turn there. But yeah, until then, we can remain happy with 2 wins from 2 against Newcastle and Arsenal, 2 big teams, and a really solid start to 2024. Hopefully more of the same. Until the next one, take care, Reds.